What do you like? What have you seen from him?
I think there's 2 listed there, and we'll see what we end up with. We like everybody. We love everybody.
You've had to deal with these situations in the past. What are you looking out, or what are you looking from the guys that are in those either-or situations?
I don't think that it's like really important to have your set lineup right now, and so early season, you can experiment in situations where you have 2 really good options, and that's what we have. And we're in no hurry, but the eyeball test is worth something.
How is Spencer looking and feeling for the upcoming season?
Spencer looks great, feeling great. Maybe we get him in front of the camera next week.
Did you learn from some of the intra-squad matches?
I learned that we have a lot of work to do. I learned that we have some young talent, and if we can combine the work ethic and the constant striving to get better with that young talent, then we're going to be pretty good shape. Doesn't happen automatic though.
What's your thoughts on Harris filling in at 125?
My thoughts are he won the inter squad there. Inter squad doesn't mean everything, but he'll be the guy with the nod on Sunday, and we got to keep getting better.
What can you tell us about Drake Rhodes? Might be a guy that surprised some people a little bit.
Drake Rhodes is a Montana native of a program that we're familiar with. He's a little bit familiar with the University of Iowa. He's been to camps here in the summer, and he has an opportunity and need to make the most of it.
If Spencer were to come back this season and feel healthy and win a 4th NCAA title, that'd be the first time that an Iowa wrestler does that in the history of the program. So what would that mean for you guys?
That would put him, I mean, as the best of all time in a Hawkeye singlet, and that's nothing to sneeze at. Spencer will tell you as many times as you'll listen to him say it, that's just part of it. The World Olympic Championship pursuit of multiple titles in that arena as well. His wrestling is ongoing. So the future's strong for Spencer Lee.
At 174, you know, Rhodes stepping in this first weekend. Will we see Nelson or Swafford here? You know,
Yeah,
maybe
we're
going to West
gonna
Point?
do what we always do, and that's put our best team on the mat that's available, and we will also make the best decision for each individual. And right now, for each individual, the best thing for Nelson and Swafford is to not go on Sunday. They're close. They're really close.
It's a handful of open tournaments that you guys have usually sent guys to. Grandview, Luther. You plan on doing that again this weekend?
We are, and the rules have changed a little bit with, you know, the freshmen have to be attached. And we're waiting through that as we speak on who's going to go and wrestle.
Is that going to be a week-by-week thing, or how do some of the new rules change how you guys are going to wrestle some of the freshmen?
Well, in our case, we have 16 dates on our varsity schedule, and so we can only bring 6 attached, and so it's actually opposite the way it's been in the past. In the past, if you went attached, you burned a year of eligibility if you were a true freshman, and so they would all generally go unattached unless you knew you were going to take them on a redshirt. Well, the rule's opposite now. Freshmen before Christmas have to wrestle attached. We only get 6 dates. We're going to be sending some veterans unattached and have to pay their own way, which is, you know, they paid their own way as a true freshman, unattached, not to burn a year of eligibility. Now they're going to pay their own way because we only get 6 spots. So we're wading through that right now, and whatever the deadline is to register, that's when we'll make our decision, but, we got a pretty good idea who's gonna go there as well.
With elections and voting coming up, have you touched on the importance of student and athlete voting to any of you guys?
Yeah, we have, well, the NCAA mandates, you know, civic engagement, whether that's today or, when you choose it to be within, you know, around this, second Tuesday in November. It's an important message, and I think it's a good move. And we say this is one day where your opinion really matters. So go give everybody your opinion, and do that most importantly by casting a ballot.
So for guys like Nelson who are close, what improvement are you looking for out of them?
I mean, here's the thing, you sound like a broken record in my head when I, you know, I don't wanna get into specifics, so what do I mean by broken record? Well, I mean, Nelson Brands has been close, his whole career. I mean, he's had some big wins, he's had some good wins, he's had some good performances. He's beaten some good wrestlers, he's dominated some good wrestlers. And really the broken record part of this is, what I mean by that is he's got to get consistent and put together a string where, you know, you start to declare war on the rest of the nation at your weight class. And you start to, you know, just because of the way you wrestle, you create fear in your opponents and your future opponents. So that's how I would answer that question.
Regarding Brody, I know sometimes guys who jump weights takes a while to maybe adjust. How have you seen him adjust?
I think in his mind, he's done the work to adjust. He's certainly bigger. And if you've seen him and you're used to seeing him, then you've seen his size increase. He's a very calculated athlete. He's not someone who just throws something at the wall, and if it doesn't stick, he does a right angle turn to try to find something that sticks. He puts thought into it. He has a process in his mind. He's a 133 pounder, and he made that choice early, and it wasn't even a debate. There may have been one conversation, and it was more like confirming that he was, hey, you're not gonna certify at 25. This is what your body composition looks like. No, I wasn't planning on certifying at 25. Boom, we're going, fine. So he's a pretty serious competitor. Got a lot of good things to say about him.
All right, thank you. Tim.
Thanks.